Listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Shout out. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I do want to say that. Your boy is back. Looks like there's a little bit of drama going on. Let me pull up this chat so I can see what y'all saying. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Your boy was out last night. Went to the Tennessee Fair. It's a lot going on, you know what I mean? But before we get started and all of that, y'all already know what we got to do up in here so people don't forget, you know what I'm saying? Bad news told everything. Wait a minute. 100% accuracy. Officer T. Ward knows. He told everything. Wait a minute. Cheese in the chat, please. Cheese up in this chat. We're going to need some gorgonzola, mozzarella, everything. Bad news. In case y'all don't know, earlier in the year, some things happened. People seem to forget. Bad News is a battle rapper, and Bad News told this guy named Officer T. Ward everything that happened to him. Everything. T. Ward went and visited Bad News, asked him to point out somebody in a photo lineup. Bad News first, he kind of didn't want to do it. Officer T. Ward walked away. Bad News got out of that hospital bed, ran over to Officer T. Ward and said, hey, look, turn that body cam off real quick. I want to let you know what's going on. Took that binder from Officer T. Ward and pointed out number 4. He told everything. Wait a minute. Cheese in the chat, please. Cheese in the chat. Thank you to Officer T. Ward for letting us know that these thugs out here telling. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to T. Ward up in here. Let's put some cheese in the chat for Bad News. Bad News! Before we get started with everything, he tried to finesse the battle rap community. You know, he went on M3S3, tried to do an interview. Maybe you want to check out the interview. You know, I'm talking. I know we're forgetting. He started throwing people under the bus, you know what I mean? Sue Surf knew I was running from the po-po. He was saying everything, leading us to believe he's driving Ford Expeditions at 9 years old, making us think he's getting drafted into the NBA at 12 years old. Bad News was all over the place. I'm just saying what it is. People believed him for a minute, and then he went and did a battle with Riggs. And in the battle with Riggs, Bad News let us know he would tell again, it's over. He let us know he would tell again up in here. You know what I'm saying? He, after the Av battle, he went in the back, dispatched them police, over and out. He did. We seen it. We seen the footage. Somebody had some Meta Ray-Bans on. Bad News did not know about Meta Ray-Bans back then. You know, he got caught trying to dispatch up in here. He did. Do you want to say that Clone owes knowledge of Foot? We're not going to forget about that. Clone tried to mislead the peoples up in here. Clone sat down with them detectives. He did not get any McDonald's. Hold on. He didn't. No Wendy's. No nothing. He sat down with these detectives up in here. And he told them everything about Ape Gang, everything. We covered the story. Clone tried to mislead the people. He owes knowledge afoot. Clone went on Hip Hop is Real with a piece of the interrogation video that was doctored up, spliced up, all of that with some hood editing. It's a lot of hood editing up in this piece. The co-defendants got wind of all of this hood editing up in here, and then they linked up with Knowledge to God and they dropped the full video. Clone has taken it upon himself to make a battle rap exit. You know what I'm saying? Now he is no longer involved in battle rap. Now he's trying to say people in battle rap are tattletelling on him. Some information has come across the lawyer's desk. It's what Clone is saying. So he's saying, y'all got it. He has deleted his Twitter for now. You know, so I'm just saying what it is. We could talk about some other things if y'all want. I just want to get right to this snitching. Real quick. Clone, a part of the CNN boys, him and Bad News, that helped make Bullpen Battle League the haven for the snitches. They told everything to police. Clone told them, feds, what do I have to say to go home up in here? You know what I mean? And we all got wind of the story. Clone told on Ape Gang. He told about them three-way phone calls. All of that. And he calls himself breaking his silence. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below about that. I don't know. A lot of their friends in battle rap kind of kept quiet about this. I don't know. I mean, the story's done. You know what I mean? But I do want to say this. Shout out to URL. They had the Nexus event. You know what I mean? And one thing I do want to say, this event took a while to start. You know, we got to keep it real on that. But I don't think this was a URL issue. I think it was a flight issue. It's like flight delays. And if anybody's been knowing and paying attention to what's been going on, these airliners been having some issues with some flight delays. So I don't know. You know, we was kind of waiting around for a minute. You know, I had to go to the store, come back. You know what I'm saying? Watch Battle Live. It still ain't started. Then had to leave and come back. You know what I mean? It took a while for everything to start. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know, I wasn't expecting that. It was a little bit of some hood pay-per-view going on there. As far as the battles, this is how I got them. I watched most of them. I had Kid Slade. Kid Slade! Kid Slade, we know you fire. Your second and third was fire versus Woosah. What was up with that first round, Slade? Slade! Kid Slade was stumbling up in here. Kid Slade, we can't have that. You redeemed yourself in your second and third. Really fire. I think you won the battle. You know what I'm saying? Woosah thought you was going to do better, you know, but Woosah ain't really been winning battles out like that. But shout out to Woosah. You know, I had Kid Slade win that battle pretty clear. Fire material. He had the Wu-Tang bars. You know, it was dope. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out to Kid Slade. Very, very good showing. I think Kid Slade wanted to separate himself from these new guys. And I think he did a really good job in his second and his third. Shout out to him. Love the way he raps. You know, he talks that street talk. You know, I appreciate Kid Slade's performance. Shout out to Kid Slade. What other battles we had? We had Klutz versus Chess. I didn't like that battle. I didn't like that at all. You know what I'm saying? Some people might have liked that. I didn't like it. The first round, you had Klutz choking. Then you had Chess choking up in here. It's like, man, what is going on, bruh? You know, then you had Klutz trying to say, what did he say? He was like, basically he planned the choke in the first. You know, he was playing chess with Chess, choking in the first, and it's kind of leading him into more material. I don't know, man. A lot of people on Twitter kind of indecisive about whether or not he choked for real, you know, but the first round, it was a choke fest. Second and third round was pretty good from Klutz. Chess was just okay. I had Klutz winning the battle, I think 2-1 the second and the third. Just, my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Bill Collector versus Hansel. Shout out to Hansel. Hansel has had a pretty good year this year. You know what I mean? Very, very good year this year. I thought he was gonna do really, really well against Bill Collector. He didn't do bad. I just didn't like, when he got to trying to angle Bill Collector. I just, I didn't really like, some of the aged angles that he was using. But, shout out to him. I ain't got no problem with Hansel. I think he's done very good this year. You know what I mean? Just sometimes you run up against a veteran, and Bill Collector gave Hansel that work. You know what I'm saying? Bill Collector went crazy in the second and the third. So I don't know. URL, you might want to keep booking Bill Collector. His second round was one of the best rounds I've heard from him in a long time. You know what I mean? So shout out to Bill Collector. I have Bill Collector winning this battle 2-1. You might be able to say it was a 30. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how you look at it, you might be able to say it was a 30. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, Chess, come on, man. I don't know, man. I can't bet on Chess. I rock with Chess. I can't bet on him. You know what I'm saying? But Bill Collector was wilding. We do want to put that out there. Shout out to Bill Collector. And maybe this is why Bill Collector was kind of quiet online. I mean, he talks his stuff online, but he went crazy in this battle, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't have been mad. I mean, I know some people say Bill hasn't really had a bunch of great performances as of recent, so they wouldn't want him on Summer Madness. But I kind of was hoping he would be on Summer Madness, being real. You know what I mean? But he ain't on Summer Madness. But shout out to Bill Collector. Very, very good battle. If you look at last time I seen Bill Collector like this was him versus, was it Rosenberg? No, it was versus Rock. He was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bill Collector. If I'm not mistaken, I think Bill Collector won that Rock battle. You know what I mean? I don't know. I know a lot of people have said Rock, but I think Bill Collector might have won that battle. But Bill Collector did really, really good. As far as the other battle, what else we had? We had O-Red versus Miss Hustle. Shout out to Miss Hustle. Shout out to O-Red. Miss Hustle, you still got me blocked. I gotta see. I took you out the intro and everything. See if I'm blocked up in here with Miss Hustle. See if we need some ghost writing in the chat real quick. Let me see. I don't know. I ain't got time to look. Shout out to Miss Hustle. Shout out to O-Red. This is a rematch battle. As far as the battle, I thought the battle was cool. I thought Miss Hustle got the first round. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, I think Miss Hustle got the first round. And then I think O-Red clearly got the second. All right? I think that's how it was. I think it was Miss Hustle in the first. O-Red clearly got the second. And the third is, some people might debate it, but I had O-Red winning the battle. You know what I'm saying? I know Miss Hustle's fans gonna be all up in here. But I think I had O-Red winning. So I got O-Red winning the battle twice. First time was very clear, very dominant. I think the most dominant round, Miss Hustle had a really good first, and I think the dominant round was the second round. You know what I'm saying? As far as everything else, Clean Paper versus Shotgun Suge did not go down. Suge put out a blog kind of addressing all of this. I was going to react to it, but Suge had some bad words in there. You know, your boy got to have full monetization and get his $5 up in here. So I didn't react to it. But Suge is very disappointed. He said this battle has been rebooked multiple different times. I think he said he wrote for Clean about 5 times or something like that. Something crazy. You know, so he's not interested in battling Clean anymore. I didn't blog on it because I feel like, I think Vodafly even said something like this on Twitter, was like, yo, blogging on a Clean no-show is, it's pointless at this point. If you book Clean, you almost guaranteed a no-show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, as far, when I see Clean Paper on the car, I automatically don't think he's showing up. Unless it's Calico or something, he's not going to show up, bro. I don't care that Clean was slapboxing somebody's face on OTFMZ and all of that. I don't care about that, bro. When it comes to battle rap, dude is mad unreliable. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe he I'm sorry, Clean, you gotta get this. Maybe he on them rocks. Maybe he I don't know. Clean, maybe clean on them rocks, bro. I don't know. He's moving kind of rockish. You know, I don't know. Like he may be on some. I don't know. To be this this unreliable, you know, there's always a problem. It's all right. Sometimes you can be unreliable now. You know, you get battlers that do stuff like that, but all the time, bro, it's like, come on, bro. Are you smoking that dust? What is going on, bro? So I don't know. I think something up with Clean. This is my personal opinion. I don't care. You know, if Clean is on 100%, which is almost 1% out of 100, like, I mean, I think people need to stop booking him. I think y'all playing y'allself. I know y'all be looking for cheap battles so we can get some rocks up in here. Somebody put some rocks in the chat, please. Rocks. Clean is going to make it to this intro. Clean is going to be part of the intro now. Sorry, Clean. Too many times. Clean, no show. The battle is over. It is over for you. Get mad. Rocks up in this chat, please. Put some rocks in the chat. As far as put some snowman. Somebody selling Clean some snow up in here. I don't know, man. Put some snowman. Jeezy is Clean your biggest customer. I don't know. Rocks up in his chat, please, for Clean. He gets no not saving him. You know what I mean? Like, no. Too many times you ain't getting saved. Rocks up in the chat for this dude. As far as everything else, right? What other battle I seen? I seen what was it? Rock versus Lu Castro. Shout out to Tay Rock. Shout out to Lu Castro. Very, very, very good battle. I didn't have too many problems with the battle. I think I had Rock in the first 2 rounds. And the third round, you can kind of debate it. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to give Lu Castro the third round. I had Rock in the first 2 rounds. And it just goes to say, like I said before, I did what do you call it? Predictions before, and I said something in my predictions. I'm like, Lu Castro may not win a lot of battles, but he's very entertaining. And it's the same thing, like, you know what I mean, with this. Like, he was very, very entertaining in the battle. He just lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, you going up against Rock is something like, you know, anytime somebody go up against Rock, I think they're going to lose. It's what it is. Rock is the GOAT. Get mad. We might not like each other, but that's the GOAT right there. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, Rock is Rock being Rock. So Rock got 2 more battles. He got the battle with Bizzo coming up, and then he's going to have the battle with Fonz. We'll see what he ends up doing with that. As far as who was the best battler of the night, I don't know. I like Kid Slade's second and third round. I like his second and third round. This is the night of the second and third rounds, bro. Bill Collector did really, really good. I like Bill Collector. And, of course, Tay-Rock went crazy. Lu Castro did good, too. Miss Hustle and O-Red was good. I would say Bill Collector. I like Bill Collector did really good. I got Bill Collector as battler of the night. My personal opinion. I know people gonna say Tay-Rock. I mean, Tay-Rock can't get battler of the night all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I got Bill Collector. You know what I'm saying? In other news, we got a battle rapper that should never come back to battle rap. We're gonna talk about this. Somebody got arrested. You know? Y'all ready for this drama? Somebody got arrested. Let me show y'all what's going on up in here. Rubando shall never come back to battle rap again. Rubando said, man charged with 4 counts of aggravated. I can't even say that on YouTube. Rubando. May he never come back to battle rap if he's guilty of this. Let's see. OTFMZ got this up here. Let me show y'all what OTFMZ got up here. Oh, Rubando. Yeah, they got everything up on him. It says, man charged with 4 counts of... Yes, Rubando! This is what he's been doing. People are like, where's Rubando at? This is what he's been doing, people. You know what I'm saying? Douglas County Sheriff's investigators have charged a man with... I can't say that word. Y'all know this word. I can't say it. underage person multiple times at a Lithia Springs home in 2022. Rudy Brendan Jarrett Blow. What kind of name is that? First of all, Rubando. What, like, my name is terrible. PIPERBOY Williams. What? Rudy Brendan Jarrett Blow. Like, come on. Come on, Rubando. What's up with that name there? You got to go down and change your name, gang. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Blow, 27, faces 4 counts of aggravated. I can't even say that word. He made his first court appearance at a hearing Tuesday where he was ordered held without bond. Investigators say Blow, who is from the East Georgia border town of Sylvania, committed the acts throughout 2022. He engaged the girl in, I can't even say that. And the arrest warrant shows everything. It says Douglas County Sheriff investigators have charged. Yeah, so they go ahead and put up what's being said. So I don't know. Rubando, may he never come back to battle rap again. You know, like, that is insane, bro. Like, y'all, like, some of y'all battlers is some weirdos, man. It is what it is. In other news, right? Let's get off of that. That's a little too much. I don't want to talk about that too much more. Shout out to Geechee Gotti is going to be going up against Shotty Horroh. You know what I mean? That's going to be happening in London. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. So Shotty Horroh is going to make his, debut on URL, right? And then A-Ward is going to be making his debut on URL. Shout out to them, 2 white guys making their debuts on URL. Shout out! They skipped the line. We ain't doing what all these all these people doing out here. We skipping this line. Shout out to them. I rock with them. You know what I mean? It is what it is. They skipped the line. Shotty Horroh versus Geechee Gotti. I'm gonna be real. Hey, shout out to Tati. What's her name? Tiwa Tati. She had me cracking up. What did she say? She was like, and this is no disrespect to them. Like, this is Tiwa Tati. She was like, 2 white guys skipping lines or making their debut. She was wild. Shout out to Tiwa Tati. But no, shout out to them. You know, if you can skip the line, do what you got to do. Shotty Horroh versus Geechee Gotti. This battle ain't no joke right here. Me being real with you, this could be maybe like the co-headlining event. If not, and like this is like competing with the headline event. Honestly, if you ask me, you got Shotty Horroh. Like, bro, this is going down to Europe. You know what I mean? In London. And he's like one of the kings over there, and so it did. I mean, Loaded Lux versus Twerk. In America, we looking at Loaded Lux versus Twerk as the headlining event. This could be the headlining event over there. I'm just saying what it is, being real. You know what I mean? So I don't know what URL can do to could they ever beat this card? Like, this card is insane, bro. They got Shotty Horroh versus Geechee Gotti. You're gonna have Tay-Rock versus Fonz. New Jersey Twerk versus Lux. Then you got T-Top versus A-Ward. Like, this card is crazy, bro. And as far as like Geechee Gotti versus, I don't know. I mean, Shotty Horroh had a very good battle with K-Shine. You know what I'm saying? Like, that battle could go either way. Like when I was first watching it, I'm like, oh, Sean might have got this battle 2-1. I watched it again. I paid for it. I got to get my money worth. And I watched it again. Shotty Horroh might have won that battle. That battle was close. It was like very close. Like the Green Ranger line that Shotty Horroh hit K-Shine with. Like, I don't know, bro. That battle's close. So he's got a lot of people watching him now. Not only like the people from the UK watching Shotty Horroh, it's people from the United States. Like, bro, this dude went crazy. We got to watch another one of his battles. So Geechee about to go up against this guy. Geechee went crazy versus, what's his name? Fax. It was like a Road to Geechee Gotti battle. Geechee went crazy with him, but I haven't seen Geechee like really get real crazy in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Last time I remember Y'all help me in the chat. Last time I remember Geechee getting crazy was the easy to block captain battle, where he won that battle like convincingly. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, we got some people messaging me. Let me flip this phone over. Whenever I'm live, I flip the phone over so people can't try to control what I say. But no, I don't know who that is. But as far as the Geechee Gotti, I think he won the thing about Gotti, like people think, you know, like when he went up against Easy to Block Captain, people like, oh, Gotti not gonna win this. You know, some people were saying that, bro, and he won that battle, bro. You know, and he's got levels. You know what I mean? So he can bar with you, he can freestyle all of that, but he can get God tier on you in a minute. You know what I mean? Like, he's got some of the most crazy rounds in battle rap. You know, so shout out to Geechee Gotti. He did good versus Hitman. I think Hitman won that battle. I don't think Geechee won the battle. I think Hitman won. But he's going up against, like, oh no. Shout out to Shotty Horroh. Shotty one of them ones, bro. Like, don't get it mistaken. And I know we pay attention to a lot of American battle rap, but Shotty one of them dudes, bro. I'm just saying what it is. Like, all y'all know, if you watch battle rap a lot, Shotty one of them ones. Like, I don't know what the approach is gonna be with Shotty Horroh, but we've seen Geechee get on stage and beat snot down Lux's legs. We're not gonna forget that. Shout out to Lux. You know I rock with you, Lux. We chilled before, but Geechee won that battle convincingly. You know, and people didn't think Geechee was gonna win that battle. He won that battle. Lux was up there talking about, I'm tired. Geechee won that battle, but this ain't, I don't know. I hope, this is what I hope, right? I hope Geechee Gotti does not freestyle in this battle. You know what I'm saying? That's why I hope he don't freestyle in the battle. Yeah, I rock with Gotti. I don't be like dissing him or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just hope he doesn't freestyle in this battle. If he can do this, because, you know, he could do it and get through a battle, but I want to see him, like, you know what I mean? Like, have really, really good written material for Shotty Horroh. That's what I want to see. You know, and I think he knows what he's up against. I don't think he's gonna get up there and like let Shotty take advantage of this situation. You know what I mean? So hopefully he does really good. You know what I mean? But then it's like the mooks. You know what I'm saying? Like them God tiers. Like they can, God tiers ain't no joke. You know what I mean? Or them super top tiers. Like they can, you know. And I think Hitman pulled out the super top tier level. You know, that's why he Hitman edged that battle. You know what I'm saying? And then Mook won the battle against Geechee. But you know, that was New York. They didn't want to hear nothing Gotti had to say. And when you run the battle back, Gotti had some good material. I think Shotty Horroh, like in Europe, get mad. I think he's God tier in Europe, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like we'll see what Gotti ends up doing with this, but I'm really gonna be watching this battle. I really want to see, because Geechee Gotti is one of them battlers to where you don't know what he's gonna do. You know what I mean? So shout out to him, but I do want to see him talk street to Shotty Horroh. I want to hear him talk a little street to him. Maybe give him a street talk round. Tell him how we do in America. I want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Geechee Gotti. Ain't running from no smoke. So we got that. DNA still talking about coming back to battle rap. I'm gonna be real. I rock with DNA. I ain't got no problems with DNA. DNA, nobody cares whether or not you come back to battle rap, bro. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? These fans, me personally, I want to see DNA come back to battle rap. I want you to battle like an Easy to Block Captain or something, but that time gap between you and Easy to Block Captain is kind of like, you know, kind of dissipating. You know what I mean? So I don't know what battle you're going to take to come back. I think maybe he could have wanted the Lux battle, but then Twerk got the Lux battle. The fans don't seem to care. I would say, DNA, get back to battling, you know what I mean, and make them remember why you are great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I rock with DNA. I think DNA is going to give you consistency, you know what I mean, and take every battle serious. You know, but there's just a lot of people, like, whenever he makes posts, you know, saying I'm thinking about coming back, or the reason why I'm coming back, or, you know, it's like they don't care, bro. Just come back, you know what I mean, and battle. You know, so I don't know. Shout out to DNA. I ain't got no disrespect for him. It is what it is. But shout out to everybody. Bad News told everything he did. He told. No, he did. 100% accuracy. Officer T. Ward knows. He told everything. Wait a minute. Cheese up in this chat, please. Battle Rap is a haven for the snitches. Turn Bullpen into the Snitch League. Bad News and Clone ended up doing that. They turned a whole league into a Snitch League, made the league shut down and everything. No diss to Bullpen. I'm just saying what Bad News and Clone did. Clone has gone into hiding. He still owes knowledge afoot. I think we're going to have to go ahead and get some Clone hoodies made up for the fall season, you know, because he owes knowledge afoot. Y'all tell me in the comment section what everything should be. He told Battle Dot, you know what I'm saying, lost that battle. You know, Clone was standing on his snitching for a minute. You know, but now he's out. He's trying to blame everybody else. Saying everybody else is sending his lawyer stuff. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. I'm out. Rubando shall never be back in Battle Rap. He looks smoked out anyway. Rubando's smoked out up in here. Doing the most craziness. You know, that's what he's charged with. And not saying he's guilty. I'm just saying it's insane. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Shout out to Nicole with the mozzarella in the chat. Sugar Black, I see you in here. Let me shout out everybody who's putting cheese in the chat before I'm out. Sugar Black, shout out to you. Marcus Chapman, I see you in here with the cheese up in this chat. Cheese up in the chat, please. Fred Thomas, putting that cheese in the chat for Bad News. Sayanda putting cheese in the chat. Appreciate you. And shout out to everybody putting rocks in the chat for clean paper. It's on them rocks. You know, putting rocks in the chat. It is what it is. But I'm out. Come rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.